Hey, it's a software engineering student here, and today we're going to be talking about relational operators and Boolean operators. But let's first talk about the relational operators. So first of all, as in mathematics, we have some different kind of signs that determine the relationship between values. So in math, we would have A is equal to B, but in Java, we use the equal sign to create variables. So if we want to check if A is the same as B, like A is equal to B, we would use two equal signs. So in Java, A equal B means is A equal to B, or does A have the same value as B? If we want to use the not in mathematics, we would use the equal sign with a line, but in Java we use exclamation mark, equal. So this means A is not equal to B. We got the greater in or smaller in signs, or we have the greater than or equal to or smaller than and equal to. And in Java, the smaller in or these signs are the same, but when we use the greater than or equal to, we would use the greater than and then an equal sign separate. And the same down here. So the Boolean operators are kind of different than the relational operators in the way that these are like between numbers. This is relationship between one numbers, but the Boolean operators are the relationship between values. So for example, we could do nodding. Nodding symbol means like changing the value to the opposite. For example, so not true would equal false, or not false would equal true. So it's true when the value is false. So it's like getting the opposite value of a true or false. We're going to do and the and is in Java used with these two also and signs. And is true when both the value and the second value is true. So if we have true and true equals true, true and false equals false, or false and false equal false. The or is when just at least one of the values are true. So, and they are in Java used these two straight lines. So if we have the value true or true would be true, true or false would still be true because at least one just needs to be true. Then we have the XOR, which might be a bit more confusing, but it's simply just true when the values are like opposite of each other. So true XOR false would be true because they are like different, but true XOR true would be false because they're the same, or false XOR false would be false because they're also the same. So now we'd go into IntelliJ and do some examples in code. Yeah, so we're now inside IntelliJ and we'll do some coding examples. So first of all, we have the relational operators. So let's see if we're just gonna print it to get the result. For example, we could do that 1 is smaller than 2. And we would print true, because it's true. Or we could do 1 is equal, not just 1, we use 2. And it would get false, because obviously 1 is not the same as 2. We can do 1 is not the same as 2, which is true, and so on. And then we have the Boolean operators. We could do that not true, and we would get false. Or we could do the true and false, and we would get false. Or we could do it a bit more complicated, so we could true and not false, which would give true, because we get true, and we're nodding the false, so this actually becomes true. And so on we do with the or. So we have true or true, true, true or false, still true. We can do the XOR, true XOR false, true, true XOR true would be false. So just keeping this in mind, these basic principles are very important. And in the next episode, we're going to be talking about the if statement. And the if statement is using these Boolean all relational operators all the time. So it's pretty important to at least get a basic understanding of this. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode.